Airport, which, just in case you think it's in the middle of somewhere, you take a look around and find out it is in the middle of nowhere. Just in case you think I'm somewhere, you just have a look around and you'll see we really are in the middle of nowhere. Good thing I like the desert. Okay, we're just taking a quick break driving through the desert. We're now in the middle of the Sahara, standing on an ancient seafloor, and there's a lot of fossils here that are former shells and crabs and things like that. Just by looking around, an old shell of something or other, another fossilized one. Pretty cool area, but this really is a former seafloor that now is absolutely in the middle of the desert. So far now we've travelled about 300 kilometres across the Sahara Desert, and we're just having a little pause, a cup of tea, to see how things are going. We're going to try and find a bit of a tree to sit under, a bit of shade. I knew I should have turned left in Bern, huh? We're now at a place called Tifriti. We've travelled basically from southwestern Algiers through the top of Mauritania, and now we're into what's called the Western Sahara.
So we're here in northwest Africa. We started in Algeria in a place called Tindouf, and then we drove through northern Mauritania into the Western Sahara liberated area to a place called Tifriti.
couple of things have struck me out here. Is one, how quickly the landscape has changed from sandy to rocky to downright inhospitable. And imagine what it would be like to be one of the UN observers out here, the 20 or so posted to this area. And you'd be, you'd turn around to your boss and you'd say, "Where are you posting me? For how long? What on earth have I done wrong to you?" And I've got to tell you, a cold shower's going to go down very well. Silly, silly me. As if a tank of water sitting in the Sahara Desert all day is going to have cold water. So, it's bright and early on a desert morning. I've just had a quick wash. It's a bit cool out here as it tends to get in the morning. We're going to have another day wandering around and have a look at some old ancient rock paintings, which are 10, 15,000 years old. Time to head back off into the desert again. I thought a jacket that I bought in Geneva to ride on the scooter in the winter's cold would come in handy in the Sahara Desert, but it has. It's cold.
Sallallahu alayk ya arees.
Before saying a lot about this being in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful, attractive, romantic, seductive middle of nowhere. And it reminds me a lot of back home in Australia. Like up on the escarpment behind me here is a lot of 5,000-10,000 year old rock art paintings. A lot of prehistoric remnants all around. Stopping for lunch and we're looking for a sheltered place to make a fire. So what do you think we'd eat for lunch in the desert? Pigs and fruits and stuff like that? Nah, we're having bread, cheese, tuna and sardines. Bummer, we got a puncture, but that happens in the desert. People use a bit of initiative and a good way of getting a tyre off a rim. Partly like rocky areas, we've been through scrubby areas and down. Nothing more than that. It's amazing how quickly this landscape changes from rocky desert to sandy desert to just damn windy desert. Still, it's very hot and it's a great spot Interestingly, there are lots of these rubber tyres around, and if you had no doubt how long rubber lasts, there it is. They're put down by the UN so they can find their way through the desert. The Saharis really laugh at that because they know their way around the desert. Anyway, okay, enough for now. Back, into the picture.
ديما في حضرة يا بوي عيشة تركها لما يا إنساني بلا شان بلا همة يا بوي الصحبة والمنطقة لا كلمة
Okay, there we have the mark of the Polisario front flag of Western Sahara on the hill. Over the wind, this is one of the Saharawi military bases. We're about 70 k's from the front line with the Moroccan forces. What am I doing here? Well, as I mentioned before, the Sahrawis are fighting with their Polisario front against Morocco to get independence for what's known as the Western Sahara or Southern Morocco. So we're just coming along to meet a few of the people here, have a look at some of the military establishments, and the whole idea behind this is to try and raise the awareness of the Western Sahara plight in Australia, hence why it's on this film. Does your compulsory military service include people in the camps?
Yeah.
Heading off towards the wall with Morocco and see where we go there. Over the wind. Up there we have the wall that separates Morocco from Western Sahara. It's 2,400 kilometres long and it was built in about 1982. It took 5 years to build and it's Morocco's way of stopping Western Sahara gain their independence.
المحي والهاشمي من جان البشير قد ربي وعطاك عمرك والاسرار قباله اول في من لقاته معك تحت حرس البيت
سيدي محمد الشيخ قاصد في مساله وقونا لله اول سيدي احمد بن كبير شعب الصلاح تواتي قلوب انسى وجهاد. This is my reggae from Sahara, and another song from Africa.
To finish off, being surrounded by some Italians, Turks and Spanish, all here to support, says something about the expanded European Union. So that is the desert, the people and the struggle. We've had a look in the Sahara Desert and seen its attraction, learned a bit more about the Sahrawi people and a bit more about their struggle for independence. Now I'm off.
Until when will they eat our bread? Until when your bins will be full and our pockets empty? And our pockets empty, yeah. Is it so hard to be a man? Is it so easy to be selfish? Is it so hard to be a man? Is it so easy to be selfish? Run, run, run away in the rub-a-dub style.